Good afternoon. Welcome to Tribune News on Go to Afternoon News Source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're now live at Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. Piston resumed a transport strike in Metro Manila over rising fuel prices. Vice President Sara Duterte has been invited to attend the March 25th impeachment hearing. Century Pacific assures no need to panic over food supply. The Department of Agriculture considers a price cap on imported rice targeting 50 to 60 pesos per kilo. Senate President Tito Soto has asked the Rules Committee to study amendments amid Senator De La Rosa's 4-month absence. President Marcos orders 21.47 billion peso released to ease fuel price hikes and support projects. World number 2 Iga Swiatek exits Miami Open after losing to Magdalene. Singer Olivia Rodrigo showcases her Filipino roots in Vogue video, making lumpia and calamansi paloma. Today is the 20th of March 2026, Friday, and I'm Eliana Lacap, bringing you today's top stories. Let's get started. A transport strike led by Piston resumed Friday over rising fuel prices linked to Middle East tensions. The group claimed up to 90% of Metro Manila roads were affected, but the Metro Manila Development Authority said traffic remained normal with no stranded commuters. Free rides were provided in some areas including Quezon City. Protesters are expected to march to Menjola to press demands for fare hikes and fuel relief. Now, the House Committee on Justice has invited Vice President Sara Duterte to attend the March 25th hearing on impeachment complaints filed against her. Panel Chair Gervil Luistro said the complaints include alleged misuse of confidential funds, threats against President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., and unexplained wealth. The committee earlier found the complaints sufficient in form and substance, paving the way for further proceedings in the impeachment process. Now, Century Pacific Food Incorporated assured the public there is no need to panic over food supply despite global disruptions. The statement came during a visit by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to its Calamba, Laguna facility, where he also assured the Filipinos that the country's food supply remains stable despite rising oil prices. Marcos said there is no need to panic, as supply is sufficient for the long term. He added that food manufacturers have agreed to keep prices steady for at least 1 to 2 months. The government will continue monitoring supply and prices while also exploring alternative fuel sources to address global oil shocks.
Mga katribu, at narito tayo ngayon sa Century Pacific Food Incorporated Storage Plant dito sa Calamba, Laguna. Nakatakdang dumating dito si Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos at nauna na ritong dumating si Trade Secretary Cristina Roque para inspeksyonin ang lagay ng stocks ng mga canned goods na dinidistribute sa ating bansa. Ang CPFI ang pinakamalaking supplier ng canned products. Bale, halos kalahati ng bansa ay sinusuplayan ng CPFI. At sinabi nga ng pamunuan ng CPFI na walang dapat ikabahala ang ating mga kababayan, ang ating mga katribu, dahil kumpleto sa stocks at hindi kailangang mag-panic buying dahil sa dinadanas na fuel crisis. Kaya narito inaantabayan na natin ang pagdating ni Pangulong Marcos dito sa Calamba plant ng CPFI. Ako si Rafi Ayeng, nag-uulat para sa Daily Tribune.
Meanwhile, the Department of Agriculture is considering a price cap on imported rice to keep costs affordable for consumers. Assistant Secretary Arnel de Mesa said the proposed cap of 50 pesos per kilo is still under review, with an initial target of 60 pesos. He noted prices may change depending on global factors such as the dollar rate and trade costs. The agency assured the public that supply of other agricultural products remains stable, despite fluctuations in international market. Now, Senator J.V. Ejercito said Friday that Senate President Vicente Soto III has instructed the Rules Committee, led by Majority Leader Migs Zubiri, to study amending the Senate rules. The move comes amid the prolonged absence of Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, who has not attended sessions for 4 months. Ejercito stressed that the potential amendments are procedural and not biased, noting that the chamber currently has no work and no pay policy for senators. For Business, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has ordered the release of 21.47 billion pesos to cushion Filipinos from rising fuel prices and keep key projects running. The Department of Budget and Management fast-tracked the funds to sustain infrastructure, protect jobs, and support transport services. Of the total, 2.49 billion pesos will fund fuel subsidies for drivers, while over 18 billion pesos will go to road projects. Budget Secretary Rolando Toledo said that the move aims to ease the burden of global oil price hikes. Meanwhile, world number 2 Iga Swiatek crashed out of the Miami Open after a stunning 3-set loss to fellow Pole Magda Linette. Linette rallied 1-6, 7-5, 6-3 to advance to the third round, where she will face a Filipino rising star Alex Ayala. Ayala secured a hard-fought win over Germany's Laura Siegemund. Meanwhile, other upsets and breakthrough performances marked a dramatic day in the tournament's early rounds. Now, Grammy-winning singer Olivia Rodrigo showcased her Filipino roots in a video with Vogue, where she prepared the lumpia and mixed a calamansi-infused paloma. The 22-year-old shared fond memories of her grandmother making the Filipino dish, describing it as comforting and flavorful. Beyond the kitchen, Rodrigo also teased her upcoming third album, saying it will explore themes of joy, a shift from her earlier emotional release. Fans have been fueling excitement online with hints pointing to her much-anticipated new music. Now, Tribune, did you know on March the 20th, 2003, the United States launched a full-scale invasion of Iraq, marking the start of the Iraq War? The operation, dubbed Shock and Awe, aimed to topple Saddam Hussein's regime over alleged weapons of mass destruction. The conflict lasted years, reshaping Middle East geopolitics and leaving a lasting impact on global security and military strategy. Now viral now on Facebook is a video uploaded by the North Valley Group, garnering 2.6 million views and more than 100,000 likes. In the clip, a father is seen chasing his sons, but the 3 boys get wise thanks to the cartoons they watched as kids. They managed to escape from their dad, with one portrayed as a lampshade and one as a stranger, and more. The video earned laughs from netizens, with some even commenting, "This is absolute gold comedy. It brings back my kid version." And that's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Eliana Lacap, and this has been Tribune News on Q.